To Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Taurus for March, April 2022. So Taurus, you are in your 12th house, which is the house of secrets. The energy this 4 weeks is fire. So lots of action, lots of positivity, lots of moving forward. However, being in your 12th house means that you may not feel 100% like, action and positivity. You might be dealing with a lot of inner stuff that normally our 12th house is the house of introspection, where we have to sit and things just come up from out of nowhere. Old stuff, buried stuff, things we don't really like to think about. It's very, very connected. It's a Piscean house, so it's very intuitive, very much about how you feel intuitive about yourself and all the different secrets and business you have, which is very, very personal. So the energy is the Four of Wands, which is home and house. So in turn, you may just feel like being at home a lot this month, with family, with the select few people. That will be your comfort zone for dealing with the house that you're in this month. So let's have a look and see where you are right now. And we have strength. So strength is all about self-awareness, awareness of yourself within a group, within the family, how you how aware you are of your effect on other people. In short, it's a major card, so it's really quite it's an important lesson in a way, strength. So it teaches us to be much more self-aware and aware of what our effect is on other people. So the influence hereby is, and the influence on the whole reading is the Lovers. So indeed, relationships. So your relationships with people. And we all have different relationships with different people in our lives. Some of them are a bit more fraught than others. Others are very close relationships. It's also a big decision-making card about relationships. So it's a big reflection period, I guess, on your relationships this 4 weeks, Taurus, which is good for you because you're very family-oriented people. So you care very deeply about your family and the relationships you have with those members of your family or just your circle. So 2 big cards straight off the bat there at Taurus, very interesting. Let's have a look at what's in the background. So this was going on February, March, so that Piscean time, and still has effect on us at the moment. And you have the 3 of Cups. So there could be some kind of 3 in a relationship issue. And that is not uncommon, even though we don't like the fact to know that there's probably situations sometimes where very attracted to someone else, but you're not in a position to do anything, but still that person really has an effect on you, and it can create some sort of discord or some sort of rumblings there about where you just think, oh my God, you know what, I wish this hadn't happened. I'm not sure what to do because I'm in a relationship and now there's this other person come through. Conversely as well, it can just be the feel-good card of going out and having a good time, a bit of a party aspect, social whirl card, which is also possible. We're still here in Australia, it's the end of summer. The first March the 1st was officially autumn, but the weather is still beautiful. People are out and about, so all those sort of things too with social gatherings still have an effect on where you are today. Recent influences and we have the 10 of Swords, so the family curse card. So the end of a difficult time within the family or within your own self and your relationships with those people. reflection thereof, but it's a good card, the Ten of Swords, because it sort of is telling you that all those troubles and all that difficult sort of goings on that was happening within the family, especially families, is coming to an end. So the tens always resemble the end of a story or the end of a phase or a period of time where things were quite difficult with your relationships with others, family members, etc. And when it's like that, we always sort of think this is never going to end, but as you know, it does. The lesson you'll be learning in this next 4 weeks is the Seven of Cups. So very much the card of, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. So this is very much a Scorpio card as well. So it's almost like just be really careful with relationships too, or other people that have come in that may be sort of offering you or telling you all these different things. And you're sort of being this steadfast Taurus thinking, oh, hang on a minute, this sounds a bit too good to be true. So be aware of that kind of energy as well in this next 4 weeks, Taurus. And the fact that you're in your 12th house, and the fact that you do have the Lovers sitting here, which is affecting everything in this spread. Okay, near future we have the Moon. So we don't know, with the Moon it's always cloudy, so we're not really going to see the outcome just yet. There's a strong feeling here of dreams, prophetic dreams, which also goes together with the 12th house. Also deception. You might be sort of feeling like, what's going on here? This is not going to be revealed just yet. It's all very sort of cloudy and foggy. So just go carefully there, Taurus. Don't be throwing the baby out with the bathwater, because this card can sort of, it has hidden elements that we can't see just yet. So once again, just be very circumspect about anything coming in that you just feel like you're not getting the full picture yet. It will be revealed later on. What's happening that you're not realizing? Decisions to be made. So feeling at the crossroads with something, feeling like you can't make a decision. It's not a massive card, it's a minor card, obviously, the Two of Swords, but you may be just sort of halted in your tracks thinking, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. But you need to make that decision and just move on. So for example, with this Moon card that's hiding things from you, I would just move on if I were you, and just leave that because that will come to the surface later on. But just move on regardless. Don't sit there and just go, be sort of stuck in the headlights and not being able to make a decision. You just have to make that decision and move on. How others see you. And justice. So very much karma. It's very karmic this next 4 weeks for you. So cause and effect. You will end up how you're meant to end up. But because we've got a lot of relationship issues and hidden agendas here and all sorts of self-awareness, you'd be best to just really listen to your intuition, and just because it's very much a karmic event. So whatever happens is meant to happen. Try not to put a foot wrong, because it can take you on a completely different path. But very karmic there again, so interesting. And as we said before, it looks to me it's all centered around relationships that you have, and sort of working out what they are to you. What you're feeling positive about. The Queen of Wands, so this strong female fire energy here. Yes, she could be this, you're feeling actually quite positive about her. She is probably the center of this. She might be a person that's come in that's really, full of life and fire, and says what she thinks, and very much a straight shooter sort of person, and wants action and wants what she wants. I think you feel like you know who this person is, But once again, just be careful because you're in your 12th house. It is very karmic as well. So how you deal with that energy is completely up to you. And how it ends up will be dependent on the choice and the decision you make. The outcome. And we have the beautiful Page of Coins. So things, really great project coming up towards the end of the 4-week period where you just can sort of lay your foundations, spending this 4-week time to just sort of really feel your intuition, where you want to go with the project as well. This project has amazing amount of potential. So all you have to do is the seed is sown and you just have to look after that seed and make it grow and look after it. And it will bring you good returns in the future. So really nice card to end up on, especially with all these other strong relationship, human interactions that are going on by the looks of it. So now I'm just going to have a look at your message. And it's truthfulness. Like lovely flowers, bright and fragrant, are the fine and truthful words of the man who says what he means, speaking and acting skillfully in accordance with your own true values, and in doing so, showing people who you really are without exaggeration or trying to impress or being something you are not. So there you go, being very truthful. So it's going to be a very interesting 4 weeks, Taurus, but I'm sure you'll navigate it as you always do very well. Have a great month and enjoy your 12th house.